Hello and welcome to Infamous, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilus on Discord.
This is Parker, go by one who parks on Discord.
And this is Aaron, I go by Treffenwood on Discord.
Welcome back for this week's edition of your riveting episode. Starting off in the media segment, I watched a new TV show that I've been meaning to get to for a while because I've been cycling through the different streaming platforms. Finally finished up what was on Netflix and moved over to Disney+. So I watched Alien Earth first. Have you guys seen Alien Earth?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
It is a TV show set in the Alien universe that takes place 2 years before the original Alien.
Oh.
It is surprisingly good.
Huh.
I highly recommend watching it. The final episode of the season was a bit odd. So I wasn't a huge fan of the way they ended the season, but the show overall seemed very strong. It's kind of like they just took the entire anthology of the Alien movies and condensed it into like a 10-episode TV show, but added a lot more like depth of world, because in the Aliens you never really get to see what life is like outside of this high pressure situation that they're always in.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see what life is like on Earth. You get to see the people in charge of these massive corporations. And then you get to see kind of like the way society is adapting to these, very extreme sci-fi settings.
Do they do the really dumb thing of like explaining a bunch of stuff from the movies, or is it really just like
They very much expect you to know the Alien universe.
Okay.
Just because this is going to come up, there's basically the plot of Alien 1 happens in a 10-minute montage in the show at some point. So, but yeah, it jumps forward and backward in like plot timeline a few times, because the show starts off basically with one of the ships, like the Nostromo from Alien 1, returning to Earth.
Mm.
And then you keep getting flashbacks for what had happened on their travel. But yeah, I liked it a lot. The thing that I thought was great about the show, though, is just randomly throughout the episodes, they just start playing like bangers. Like they just like, what if we just had a fucking awesome soundtrack to this TV show?
Mm.
And so like we're halfway through the first episode, and like they just start playing Tool at full volume over an action scene. I'm like, okay, all right, I got this. Like we can listen to this.
Nice.
I was just very surprised, because usually you hear like a little bit of a clip and then it cuts to credits, but it's like they play like the whole fucking song. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. So that was very fun.
Yeah, I think some people don't like it when somebody plays like almost an entire song, because it feels kind of like cheap, right? It's because you're putting that over something. But I disagree. I think it's an interesting commitment to hear the whole song, and it creates something interesting if you're using it right.
Right. You have to have it has to be set right. Like it can't be like, well, I just can't hear what they're saying now. Like it has to be the right setting. Almost like there's a segment of the episode that's almost like a music video.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, orchestrate that correctly, I think it really comes off well.
Yes, and that's exactly it. Right. It needs to be a presentation of the song and the media like simultaneously, like a music video. That is a really good way to say it. I really appreciate,
like, for example,
when that's done well.
The Kingsman, where they play Freebird in the church scene,
yes,
is like perfect, right? Like no notes, like do more of that. Yeah. It's a single like 4-minute uncut clip of action that's well choreographed with music on top of it.
Mm-hmm. That's like a super famous scene, but if they hadn't dedicated that scene fully to the entire song, it would have been very different. It would have hit very different. But they designed the scene around the song. Almost. Yeah, but they absolutely designed the scene around the song. It's perfect. No notes. The beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or 2. It's 2? Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when they do
with the fight with the monster.
Yeah. That's a similar thing.
I wish we'd gotten more monsters like that. That thing was cool.
Yeah.
And that scene is like shot for shot out of a video game, is what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many like boss fights in video games where everyone's just going crazy trying to kill this big monster.
Yeah.
And then it's like just throw music on it. Aaron, have you watched anything new?
Nope.
Darn.
So sorry.
All right, Parker, have you seen anything new?
New. Most of my stuff's been rewatching Mandalorian with my kids, so it's new to them and really fun watching it with them. It's a different experience. That's new. But I've also been finishing Fear In now that the entire thing has been dubbed, and so I got back on that train. But all of my media time was at the lake this weekend. I spent the whole Memorial Day at the lake, and so I brought with me a huge pile of comics in my iPad I downloaded on my Marvel, and I just read infinite comic books. So that was all my media consumption, was rereading the X-Men for the past 2 years production for everything they did.
I got a mental image of you just floating on an inner tube reading paper comics on a lake, and it was just like, yeah, that makes sense. And you're done with one, you just throw it behind you and go straight into the water. No.
I care too much about them after I read them. I read them over and over too much, but I do absolutely. That's how I was busting through them. I wasn't sitting on the lake though. Water was fucking cold. Also, it was perfect. It was not good lake temperature for most lake goers. I think a lot of people would have thought it was too cool. It was 65 degrees most of the time. I loved it. It was perfect. But I know.
I like it cool.
Yeah, a lot of people at the lake want to be sweltering sitting in an inner tube, and just and that's how they like it. Is 90 degrees, but no, I hate it. That's why I actually love the trailer we bought, is because when it gets above 90 degrees, I just go in the trailer and I'm just it's perfect in there. One of my stipulations for buying it was it could not be large, because very large trailers are just hard to cool in that kind of heat. It's just difficult, even with really sophisticated ACs. They don't do very well. So
yeah,
it's the smallest one we could have and have everything that we needed for the four of us. And so I love that the whole thing can cool down in minutes, and then I can be happy.
Are you doing a plug-in thing there, or are you just running on a generator?
Oh no, we always camp where you can plug it in.
Okay.
But we were 30 feet from the water. This is Milford State Park, but a lot of parks have water and electricity, either deep in the woods if that's what you want, or by the cliff, or by the trail, or by the water, whatever it is you're going for. They cater to folks doing it.
You still chugging away on Diablo, Aaron?
Only a little bit. There are a couple goals I'd like to meet. Perrin has lost interest. So.
Oh no! You've lost your wingman.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll get him back.
What did he do? What happened?
The same thing that happens in Diablo very quickly is you get to endgame, you realize you're already super powerful, and there's not very much else to do. You play for 20 hours, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm done.
But I was just told by the internet that you can now give Blizzard Entertainment money to buy the end game for Diablo. So now there's an end game, right?
I have no idea what that means.
There's a new paid expansion for Diablo, right?
Yes, I did in fact pay for that expansion.
Is the end game good?
It is fine.
Okay.
I would say good. Is it worth your money? If you enjoy RPGs, yes. Is it the best RPG in the world? No.
Yeah, I think the only time I've ever bought a Diablo product and thought it was not worth the money was Diablo 3 on initial release. But after the update on drops and everything, when they stopped trying to have a real money marketplace that was profitable, I think the game was good from that point on.
Yeah, D4 is not a bad game. It's just not the epitome of RPGs. So if you're looking for a game that you can spend some money to buy and then spend, 10 to 100 hours playing and be happy, then yeah, it's probably a good game for you.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I was very happy with the initial launch of D4.
Mm-hmm. They took away some of the grind. Again, the expansion is a revamp to Endgame a little bit. It's a new campaign, if you will. Playthroughs, storyline, boss fights, all that kind of fun stuff.
Cool. So when you're done playing Diablo 4, will you come play City Heroes with me?
Probably not.
Damn it. I was close. I felt he was thinking about it.
I was going to say, he gave it
I
half
did
a
think
thought.
about it. Yeah.
But Aaron, it's the best MMO ever made.
Okay. But I don't
play. What if I told
you
can use a sword?
MMOs.
But you can use a sword.
Okay.
And a shield if you want. That way you're like a barbarian.
It's not a hard no. It's a probably.
You can summon zombies. You want zombies? We can get you some zombies.
No, I just don't want to play an MMO.
Oh. Well, but it's not like a normal MMO. It's a good MMO. It's totally different.
Oh, okay. I'm on board then.
It's not totally different. It's
all right. Hold on, I have to remove Parker from the call.
It is a good. It is a strong MMO.
You got like to level 10. I don't want to hear it. You didn't stick with it.
Okay, I know. I didn't see.
Every time we played, you're like, "This is fun," and then you just stop playing.
It did not hold the interest for me. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's just honestly, it really, that's all I can say. It didn't hold interest, but it has the one thing that it does have that I'll say is by far its strength. It has the coolest character building in any MMO, and it's not close.
Yeah. Like infinite character customization.
Yeah, the character building. They wanted you to be able to play whatever kind of superhero you could think of, and they really did. Like they really got that. And I've never seen another MMO, definitely, and maybe a few other RPGs ever get close to that amount of whatever you want to do it.
So I started watching a new show called The Bear because Jeremy kept recommending it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen The Bear?
The first season and a half or 2 seasons, I don't remember, but yes.
Did you get to the Christmas dinner scene? You would know if you had.
You say that. Super short-term memory.
Sure. Well, when you get there, that is exactly what some of my Christmas dinners are like. So, like, you dial back the absurdity 5% maybe, and remove the part where most of the people at dinner are religious, and that's basically my dinners. So it's very, very accurate, I would say. Parker, you look like you're deep in thought. Are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I was just.
Are you trying to remember what the bear is, or?
No, I actually remember what the bear is. Sorry, I just got distracted. My wife watched the bear, and she watched it because it was winning all those awards, critical acclaim, and all that stuff. And she said I trudged through it. Like she never really she never could have it's like I can see why this is quality, and I can see why people think this is really strong as a media, but just couldn't appeal to her. She couldn't find the appeal. I think she gave up.
I'm trying to think of there's another show I'm forgetting, but it's just like Awkward Olympics, where it's hard to watch because it's like these characters like are so real that it's like difficult to watch because they're not like just doing stuff that's fun to experience, right? They're going through I think it probably Disaster Movie is the one I'm thinking of. Where it's just like, yes, this is extremely realistic and awful because you're just watching two people like mentally break down because they're in a terrible relationship. But that's kind of what the show is. The show is very tense and brutal, and so like some people watch it for the realistic character. Some people watch it because it's got extremely tense moments because it shows the chaotic, time sensitive nature of like being in a high pressure kitchen. But also, like, these people have horrible social lives and don't know how to deal with their shit. So it's like, it's all that. It's alright. Yeah, it's not like a fun watch, but it is a good watch.
And I think that's absolutely what it was, because Sarah watches entertainment for fun. Like, she needs it to be fun. It's one of the reasons why she likes...
It's meant to be a stress release product, not a stress and causing product.
Right. It can make her think, and it can be, dramatic. That's not a problem, but... She struggles when it's not fun.
You finish an episode, you're like, I need to call my mom. You're like, yeah, that's probably not your show.
Yeah. And there's a couple shows, and that's actually one of the reasons. Even Always Sunny, which is ostensibly a comedy, it's too dark for her to feel relief while she's watching it. Because the point is they're kind of terrible, right? And that's a kind of stress, right? And even that is a little bit stressful for her, I think. Even though it's obviously ridiculous and they're not normal nor realistic, the opposite of that. But it's just real enough, right? Like people could be this. Like that's what she said. She's like, she's like the fact that people could be like this bother. Yeah, the fact that people could be like
that.
Yeah.
Like Always Sunny, it's meant to be 5% over the line. It's like these people aren't real. Like they're not realistic people. They resemble realistic traits, but this as a person doesn't exist. Like Frank isn't a real person, but he has enough aspects of real people that he seems real. Anyway, so let's move into this week's edition of the Blood Bowl League. So, good news, bad news. Kenny beat my face in with his little rat men, which I was not happy about.
So what's the bad news?
Due to some time travel, unfortunately, my Yeti was missing for this game. So me and Aaron played our game in advance because Aaron was not going to be available for our game in the future. So let's see here. I lost 1-3 against Kenny, and as usual, all of my people are dead. So it's going quite well.
You are playing Norse.
Yeah, but like I have not played anyone except for Josh, who has like more survivability than me. And I'm supposed to be bashier than these other teams, but I'm losing the bash battles.
Yeah, I thought I would be bashier than his Skaven, but he just had plenty. Like he had plenty of dice. It really was. He was just like armor break, armor break, armor break, armor break. Like,
well, I would say
he was just throwing blocks, advantageous blocks.
Rats versus Dark Elves. I would give him like the 55-45 split on winning the punch battle.
Sure.
But like 3 of my 5 games have been against stunties. Like I should be crushing their little people at least. I should at least be getting casualties as opposed to only getting them. Like only thing that's happening is my people are dying, not their people. Anyway, overall I think our game was pretty competitive. It just fell off the end. I failed a rerollable 3 to pick up the ball, and then he got an immediate touchdown off of that. And then at the end of the game, I think he had to make like 6 die rolls without a reroll to get his final touchdown, which happened on turn 16. So like it very easily could have ended like 1-1, but it just fell out of my hands at the end. Parker, how was your game?
Oh man,
you just being bad guy Parker again.
So I actually, I won't bury the hatchet. I won't bury the lead. I won 5-0, and and I did not. This time I was actually very aware. After I scored, in the first half, it really was going back and forth and back and forth. I only scored 2 points in the first half because I was trying to take the ball from him. He was trying to take the ball from me. I managed to take the ball from him and score, and then receive a kick once and score. And so, it was just a regular game first half, like 2-0. And I was like, okay, I'm advantaged. And then in I kicked to him, I believe, at the start of the second half, and he just tries to pick up the ball. He manages to pick up the ball. He goes to throw his teammate with the ball. He fumbles the teammate, hits the ground. The ball pops out like right next to him, and I'm like, I wanted you to score with this. Like I didn't. Yeah. I was like, I'm up 2-0. You're about to. If you score once, I'll get the ball back and likely score, and it'll be 3-1. Like that's what I want for this game. I don't want.
Yeah, you want to accelerate the scoring, not slow it down.
Yeah, and so the ball's just sitting there in front of 3 of my guys because he just had a series of 1s and 2s on his dice when he needed 3s, and so. Yeah. And he said, he's like, just play the game. We have more of this half. And I was like, okay, all right. So I go, I pick up the ball, and I score it. And so now it's up, and that's 3. And he goes, okay. And then he goes, I go to kick it to him. The ball, the kick goes straight towards the sideline where none of his guys are. And then I roll, what's it called? The blitz? The 10?
Yeah, charge.
Charge. I rolled charge. And he's like, what does that do? I go, I'm so sorry.
This is the worst thing ever.
This is the worst possible thing. He goes, oh, your guys are fast enough to just like catch the ball as it falls. I was like, yes. And he goes, okay, I guess. And I was like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch this ball. I'm going to run it in. And he goes, okay. So I caught the ball and 1 turn touchdown. And he's like, okay, fine, sure, okay. So it's now 4-0. And now he goes to do it again. And he cannot pick up the ball. Like he cannot pick up the ball. He tries so many times. It doesn't work. And I'm like, dude, I feel like I should like let you like secure it and then try. He goes, no, just play. Just do what your guys do. And I go, okay. And so I pick up the ball and I score it a 5th time because he cannot get a score. Last turn of the game, I move all of my guys to within 1 of the sideline. I literally leave the middle of the field open, and we figure out how he can get a 1-turn touchdown. I kick to him. He actually wins a reroll. He had no rerolls because he spent them all on just trying to pick up the ball, and so he ends up getting picking up the ball, throwing. He misses his tossing his guy with the ball. with a bad roll, re-rolls it into a 6, lands in the spot, gets a beneficial bounce, and now he needs to just go for it twice. And he misses the first go for it and falls down. And I'm like, and that was it. Like, I didn't even have a point to pick it up to try to do. He didn't have another turn. That was it. We both like tried. I would have had. It was a handshake. It was hard because he really got zero help in the second half. The first half was really a fight back and forth, and we were battling, and I just had an advantage. And I was looking forward to him, getting some points on his guys and getting some star player points out there. And it just didn't happen. So, kudos to CJ for being a really good sport of just never getting to do what his guys do. He just watched it always fall and fail. And he tried really hard, and the Krakens did well. It was a win for the Dark Elves, but it was a Pyrrhic victory because watching CJ never get to do a thing. I was like, oh, come on, just do it. He's like, no, I can't. Just play. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay.
Cool. Aaron, do you want to talk about your week 4 game?
Yes. So my first couple of games had a lot of things going wrong. Like my secret weapons were just not doing what they're supposed to do, getting sent off. They were fine games, but goblins are 100% built around their secret weapons, and if they're not doing what they need to, then you're gonna have bad times and lose games, which is what happened. And all of that changed on game 4. I went into probably the worst matchup for goblins, which is dwarves, because it used to be dwarves. It's still probably really bad because they don't have tackle anymore, except 2 of them have diving tackle and tackle. They're all armor 10, block across the board.
Not the naked people. They're only armor 9.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a horrible matchup. And my guys were just like, what if we just roll natty 10s for armor and Kaz's all the time? And I was like, oh, well, in that case, this is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was. I just outbashed dwarves as goblins and somehow walked away with a 3-0 win.
Technically, you tied. You both had 3 casualties.
So, actually, he had one more than me by the end of the game. But I got mine early, as well as some knockouts. And he got all of his late.
Goblins, and he's losing dwarves.
Well, it doesn't matter because I don't get extra. It's not like Snotlings. It's not like I get extra guys, if that kind of makes sense.
Well, you have more roster players than he does.
True.
Yeah. So each guy loss is a noticeably less percentage for him than you.
Yes, not for the current drive, but for the resetup, yes.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Snotlings where you're down 6-14.
And it took me 4 games before I figured out not really even how to use the Doom Diver, but for it just to work. Like, that's what I mean, like the first couple of games, I would have it set up, and then the kick would go somewhere I couldn't possibly get it to him, or I'd fail the handoff or the pickup or something. I just was never able to. I had 0 touchdowns on my Doom Diver in 3 games. And then on game 4, 3 touchdowns. Just 1 turn it every time. Maybe I 2 turned it. I was like, nah, we're not going to punch through dwarves. We're just going to send the guy score. Which dwarves should normally be fine with, right? You let someone score, and you just never let them have the ball again. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember the play-by-play, nor that anyone cares about it, but I was able to, however I did it, turn the ball over, and then continue to do it again and again.
Alrighty. Do you want to talk about... let's go ahead and do the recap for the week, actually, first. So, you had Dwarves versus Goblins. Your prediction was 1-2. You won 0-3, so that's +0. And then we have, you predicted 1-3, Gnomes versus Dark Elves. It was 0-5, so that is a -1.
Fuck you, Parker.
Yeah, I know. He's fucking just being a dick.
Fuck CJ's dice, man.
Then you predicted 1-2 of me versus Skaven, and it ended up being 1-3. So good job. That's a +1. And then the winner chicken dinner. You correctly predicted 2-2 Snotlings Halflings, which was a bold choice, sir. So this week's going to be a +2.
Woof. Never punished.
So that's going to bring your weekly score to +2 and your season score to 4. Very nice.
This is by far the most impressive thing I've done all season. It has nothing to do with my play.
Yep.
Yeah. Predicting 2-2 halfling Snotlings is pretty fun. That's
great, dude.
How did you come up with that?
I even tried to warn you against doing it.
Yeah, how did you do that? I'm actually really impressed by that.
He gave them both money to rig the game.
No, it's
He's like, I need to win.
Pure vibes.
There wasn't like a knowledge of like this is how fast they can score in a
God,
game.
no.
Like, wow.
They could either get bogged down or they could fucking throw their guys for one turners. Like it could be 0-0 or 5-5. Like who knows? Or one team could just pitch clear the other and it's 5-0. And when you're talking about like specifically those two types of teams, it's completely anyone's game.
Yeah.
In general, though, I think newer players' offense is better than their defense. And so if I'm going to predict two newer players playing against each other, I'm going to predict higher scores than had those same two teams been playing with experienced coaches. I probably would have gone 1-1. So that impacts some of my predictions a little bit. But
what if I told you
just
all
vibes.
4 of their scores were one-turn touchdowns?
I would believe that.
I don't know if it was. I'm
Okay.
just assuming. All right, so that's going to move us into Week 5 predictions. Conveniently, you already predicted our game of Norse versus Goblins, and you predicted 2-1 in favor of the Norse. So would you like to predict Halflings versus Skaven?
4-0 for the Skaven.
Oof. Poor Tyler. Tyler's going to get at least one of those touchdowns. I believe in him. All right, we have Dwarves versus Dark Elves. Don't pull your punches on this one, Aaron. Both barrels.
3-0 Dark Elves.
No!
Shit. Okay.
I'm going to see a sea of dead elves over here. They're going to be the Corsairs with no boat.
I mean, you're seeing what we both want to see.
I know. Finally, Gnomes versus Snotlings.
3-1 Snotlings.
You don't. That would be an 0-3. You say it in the order of the teams.
Okay, fine.
You're killing me. All right. Much like just then, you are also killing me in our game. Let's see. We've got... That's called a segue. You only got 2 casualties. However, if anyone knows me, the entire point of me playing Norse was to get a Yeti. And I've saved up my money for 3 straight weeks to buy a Yeti. Exactly get enough off of my previous game. Buy the Yeti. I'm super pumped. Put the Yeti on the line. Aaron goes first. And I think you put nobody around the Yeti, which is probably... Oh, no, you put the... No, yeah, you didn't put anybody around the Yeti.
Left them alone.
So stuff happens, and then you move the ball around, and then it goes to me. And I immediately set up, I think it's a blitz on your Fanatic with my Yeti. Blitz over, hit him, take the Fanatic out, boom. And then Aaron's first action on his next turn, I've taken 1 action with my Yeti. Chainsaw, casualty, seriously injured. I'm like,
oh,
piece of shit.
Dang.
He kills him. Rolls a 15, kills the Yeti on the first block against him.
Like complete cash?
Dead KO. Yeah, dead, murdered,
Did you have
dead.
an apothecary?
I used the apothecary and got a miss next game.
Wow.
It was like, you shit piece. Anyway. So I'm still not over that. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, you were upset. I was the game over.
I was very upset. I just want to play with the Yeti, and all
know.
people do is ruin everything. Stupid goblins. Anyway.
Welcome to Blood.
That was all I can remember. After that, I think I just forgot everything that happened in the game.
But you know that one action your Yeti took was very memorable.
It was.
Because he was awarded the MVP for your team afterwards.
That's correct. He won the MVP while playing a single snap.
as was my chainsaw who took him out. It was very appropriate.
Yeah.
We ended 3-3 with
tie
a bunch
game,
of good play throughout. But go ahead.
The best part about all of this is that Aaron loses 3 points on our game. That's the only solace I will get from this. All right, so remaining games we have, we just talked about, and so we'll get those for you next time. They will be played likely tomorrow and the day after.
Yeah, I get to play against dwarves tomorrow. I'm pumped.
I hope you die.
This will be the first time I play against dwarves after having been playing dwarves for a while, so
That's true.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see if I will have learned anything about playing them. This will be the first time I'm not learning every single thing about my opponent's models as I'm playing, because that's usually what I've. In every other game, I've been like, okay, what does he do? What does he have? Oh, he has that. Oh, he has that. Ooh, I guess I'll do something about that. Oops. Like that's been the story of it so far.
Talking about dwarves, Everyone says dwarves got nerfed with the new edition. I am not convinced.
I think that dwarves took there's definitely a nerf, right? Like that they lost things that they had, and those things were good. That being said, the stuff that they got is very good. Defensive on the lineman is massively underrated. In our league, it's not as good as it would be in most leagues, but it's still very good. And that is defensive, so it turns off guard. Turning off guard on an exclusively strength 3 team is massive. Including the fact that they have models that can take guard and then just override your fucking guard. And so they just automatically win in the trenches. And I think that is huge. Diving tackle is amazing, considering their team basically couldn't take it before. And getting access to cheap bribes is amazing. Even if you don't have the death roller, like, it's still good. Being able to throw fouls is great.
Yeah, I ended up going to a tournament last weekend. I took dwarves in the current Oracle Cup build, which is one of the big North American tournaments. And so a lot of little tournaments will just adopt the larger tournament rule sets as people prep for them, because they're probably going to be relatively fair and balanced. I ended up taking it down.
Hey, go dwarves. Go Aaron.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Played against orcs in like the big scrum. And yeah, I just get to have all of my guard and they don't. Then I ended up playing at Black Orcs, and that frustrated the hell out of him. The guard just all got turned off. He had a key dodge piece, and I put my diving tackle blitzer next to him, and was like, what are you going to do? He's like, I guess I have to try to dodge away. Failed. My ball. I score. And then in the final against Perrin, I just obliterated his rats with my higher armor. Punch.
Yep.
Yeah. I used to think the Death Roller Dwarf build was more meme-ish than good. Now, I think it's legit.
Oh, you rolled with the Death Roller build?
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Nice. Death Roller, 2 bribes, cost 270k, but man, it gives you a Strength 7 no negatrait piece that you're going to give block to because you're smart. Mm-hmm. That effectively, he was on the pitch for, I played 48 turns, he was on the pitch for 47 of them.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can just straight up nuke one of their big guys with no concern at all, because you don't have to worry about guard because of all your linemen. You don't have to worry about any big guy that's going to be stronger than you, because there isn't one.
I was taken down once. Didn't break armor. I think he had claw, so it could have easily been a bad time. But yeah, I just think that piece is so good. And then everything else we talked about the team.
Within that build, did you have 2 blitzers, no slayers? Like what did
double blitzer, double slayer,
no runners,
double runner.
Oh, shit,
that's a big pack.
Yeah,
dwarves are relatively cheap.
Yeah, but I couldn't even do that with I couldn't afford that.
I'm gonna find it.
You must have had more money than I did at Adepticon.
Yeah, Adepticon was I think a fairly low money build.
Okay.
Or you didn't buy a star?
No.
But the stars that were in that pack were really cheap stars.
Maybe that's what it was, to incentivize you to play stars.
Yes. They're also relatively cheap. Or the build is, rather. So dwarves were 1180.
1180.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they're under-tiered, if you ask me.
Possibly. So you got 1180 to pay to spend, and that got you 11 players with 1 reroll and 2 bribes. You put leader on a runner, so you effectively have 2 rerolls, 11 players.
Yeah. So it's similar to what I was building. You just got more stuff. You got your cake and eat it too. I only was down 1. The only difference between that and my build was I only had 1 Slayer instead of 2. Otherwise, it was the same difference.
Yep. Depending on exactly what the cost is for the tournament, you can shave off some points here or there.
I would also say doors come fairly self-contained, so you don't need to worry about buying a bunch of skills on them. So if you have any flex money, you can send it towards your roster. Because obviously there's some key skills you would like to buy, but they're fairly good out of the can.
And the big thing is you don't need to buy rerolls. That's the really big thing, I think. They can survive with 1 or like 2 rerolls, like with leadership. Like they absolutely function that way. There were many halves that I did not use a reroll because the only ones I needed were sure hands.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
just quick anecdote for me in Kenny's game that I just remembered. I had a really hilarious thing happen where Kenny blitzed my Valkyrie with Strip Ball, which is the first time anybody's ever used Strip Ball against one of my models. Throws an uphill block into the Valkyrie cage, gets the push, pushes the Valkyrie next to another Valkyrie. She drops the ball. Other Valkyrie fails to pick it up, bounces right back to the original Valkyrie, and she catches the ball she dropped on the blitz. It was hilarious.
Fuck you, Strip Ball.
Yeah, I was like, no, my ball. And he's like, this is dumb.
So dwarves have rocketed to the top of my win-loss rate, which is not something I would have expected, given their propensity to draw matches.
Yeah.
I'm debating adopting them as more of a kind of a core team. Not a specialist per se, but a focused team, if you will.
Something where you'll like play it at a lot of tournaments to get good
with
it.
They might let me my default because I'm apparently very good with them. Like, okay, I guess that's my playstyle. Who knows?
Well, they're very methodical, and I would say methodical is your playstyle.
Yes, I think they greatly reward positioning because if you don't have the movement, you need to know where your people are going to be. Mm-hmm. And I've always known / thought that positioning was a strength of mine. I just didn't realize how well I guess it was or how well it synergized with the particular team. Or I've just gotten really lucky with them, and it has nothing to do with me at all.
It's, I guess, possible, but obviously the biggest weakness of dwarves is getting out of position, and if you are very good at staying in position, then you're eliminating their biggest weakness.
Yeah, I feel like when I was playing dwarves, what you told me at the start of the tournament was that they are forgiving of mistakes, so in that way they're easy to learn how to play Blood Bowl with because they will not fail you very often. However, against somebody who knows what they are doing, as an opponent who knows what they were doing, they will take advantage of the dwarves' lack of mobility. And that's what I found at Adepticon. I was like, I could tell when I was playing as people who knew what dwarves did because they were always just a little bit out of reach or a little bit, or even when we were scrumming, they just had all the advantage and I had none because they just knew how to make sure that they were in a position to be that. And I could not reposition because it was difficult for me to do, very difficult for me to do so.
You can't dodge, your agility's too low, you don't have the speed to get around people.
Right.
They keep you in a box basically, and there's no way for you to get outside of it.
Yeah. So, I think for somebody who knows how to pilot them, their skill ceiling is really high, even though they don't look like it because they're just slow dwarves. I think they are really high skill ceiling, and I think the Death Roller is outstanding, and the fact that they allow you to have 2 rerolls now is wonderful. I am considering buying the Blood Bowl video game just so I can play more Blood Bowl when I'm not playing Blood Bowl. The problem is the Blood Bowl video game is now out of date with the Blood Bowl minis game, and so
that would be correct.
It's
reasonably close. It's little stuff,
but I would like to have if they made a Blood Bowl 4 like tomorrow, I would buy it just because I'd like to play more Blood Bowl and.
Oh, don't worry. They'll make a new video game with minor changes from the previous one that you can buy very soon.
Yeah. It is supposedly due any day now.
Oh,
Not
really?
Blood Bowl 4. Blood Bowl 3 is going to be updated for the new edition.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they'll be on the same number. That'll be convenient. I don't know how we haven't just moved on to there is a team customizer feature yet. I mean, obviously there's no incentive for them to do it, but nobody else has just modded the game to add a team modifier where it's like, just give steady footing to the Pestigores and reduce the maximum to 2, and like you have Nurgle basically.
Yeah, I would like to go to there because there's some now having played enough games, I'm starting to look and see the seams, and I want to try other things. Like lizards. I want to go back to lizards now that I've played more, and I want to be like, ooh, what do lizards actually do? I want to go back to that and check those out.
The Blood Bowl video game gives me the exact same frustration that League of Legends gives me. Like, exactly the same. Which is, the game core is amazing. Like, the actual game itself is very fun and entertaining for a lot of reasons. But you can't play against the computer because the computer cannot be good enough at the game to really challenge you. Mm-hmm. So therefore you start playing, you have to go play against other people, and then I'm out. like for League of Legends, that's due to the community being literal cancer. Like, they've condensed cancer molecules into super cancer molecules, and then they've used those cells to grow humans. Like, that is unfortunately how League of Legends works. And then for Blood Bowl, I'm not going to play people online in Blood Bowl. Like, that's not something I'm interested in doing. But yeah, because I know how the video game handles difficulty levels, and it's what if you just roll a 1s? That makes the game harder, right? And I'm like, yes, that does indeed make the game harder.
I will say that this league has only made it more and more likely that I might do something that I never do, which is paint models, because
there's so many teams you want to have.
There's so many teams I want to have, and it's like the Lizardmen on the top of the list. Those Lizardmen that you printed off for me are my favorite models that I've ever had in any models I've ever owned ever. Like, I love those models you gave me. They're so amazing. And the fact that they're just sitting there and I'm playing the game right now and I'm not using them is slowly but surely becoming a thorn that I can't ignore anymore.
But so I can play Blackworks and you can play Lizardman. We'll just play mirror matches into each other forever.
I love the concept of Lizardman too. I now having played like a more bashy team and now playing a more agile team, I think it would be fun to roll a team that is very much both, like split on the field. I think that could be really fun. Or I just want to try it. I want to know how it feels.
Parker, I'm just looking at our teams, and I am really looking forward to our next game.
Oh, really? Why are you looking forward to our next game?
I'm going to murder the fuck out of you.
Okay.
I want to call bullshit on our game one more time real quick. Because I just want to point out magical Christmas land that Aaron was living in for this game. He just like does his normal thing. He's on defense, so he sets up his fucking front line. And there's the goddamn Fanatic and 2 trolls on the front line. And I just deploy, parting the Red Sea, nobody in front of the Fanatic. He has nowhere to go. And every time I did that, we rolled fucking perfect defense, and his Fanatic got to redeploy in front of 3 dudes. And I'm just like, really? Like, every single time we're going to do this?
You mean the one time I set up because he was KO'd turn
exactly
1?
Every time.
My Fanatic got to play 1 turn, man.
I'll remember my guys getting to move out of the way of the Fanatic. That's all I'm saying. But then, like, I went ultimate man mode. You will never see more man mode than I went in this game. I had a fucking strength 2 berserker because he got his fucking leg broken or arm broken in the last game. Strength 2 berserker throws a 3-die uphill block into a Fanatic with frenzy. Parker, do the math.
It's pretty good.
And it completely worked. Because I pushed him back in between 2 of his own guys so that the Fanatic couldn't just freely move without just buzzsawing through his own people. It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad that Aaron is finding some wins now, because in my game against him, he did an amazing job making a cage around a goblin, and I said, you know what, I think I just need to roll a 6+ for this witch elf to just roll a 2-die block against your guy there in the middle of the ball carrier. And I was like, oh, look, a 6. And I just got it out, and then, yeah. Aaron needed that, because his opponents have had all the luck.
I deserve nothing in Blood Bowl. Let's just get that.
I was gonna say, because literally, it's like a boulder that you're holding up a hill. If you let it start to move, things will go quite badly for you. So we need to keep him down for as long as possible.
Okay. Well, I'll do my very best the next game.
I don't have high hopes, but I appreciate your effort. Remember, no mercy. Just, you this is your game to break 5. You need to go for 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Let's go to league statistics real quick, because I'm curious. It's honors. I just want to keep the crowd up to date on how things are going. So, moving into 3rd place, Kenny has entered 3rd place with 3 completions. Aaron tied with him in 2nd place for 3 completions.
That's actually not accurate, but that's fine.
Well, I'm sorry, you misreported your games.
Yeah.
That seems like collusion, and we'll have to punish you for that.
All of those completions should be throw teammates.
Okay, so you have 0 then.
Yes,
right,
I have
go
0.
In and fix that.
0 completions.
I'll go fix those as soon as we're done here.
Sure.
However, still holding down 1st place with 19 completions is the Ragnar's Raider.
It's so dumb. How are you doing? Are you like passing 3 squares on purpose?
No, he's passing 1 square.
Nah, most of the time it's 3, because that's how I move the ball forward. You see, the Valkyries will be next to each other. One Valkyrie will walk 5 squares forward, which is 3 squares in front of the other Valkyrie. Then she'll pass it, and then move in front. And they'll just leapfrog each other, throwing the ball 3 squares at a time. That's how I score.
It is #fucking degenerate.
You're degenerate.
I accept your criticism.
Nice.
and or observation, whatever you choose to call it.
Aaron, you're in number 1 for most players sent off the pitch with 5.
Yep.
Good job.
And that's probably underreported, but sure.
Okay, so I just want to make note of something. All right, so in 5th place with most injuries, so this is their own players getting injured. We have a stunty team of Aaron in playing goblins, an unnamed player in 4th place, and then we have playing a stunty team. We have halflings in 3rd place. 2nd place, we have a stunty team of snotlings, and then finally in 1st place, we have a stunty team of gnomes. Can you guess the one team mixed in with all the stunty teams for most injuries?
Is it the one that's all armored up?
I have armor 9. I have basically
on 3 of your
the
models.
same.
You're right.
I basically have the same defensive stats as Parker's elves.
It's true.
Not true.
Basically the same.
No.
But I block on everybody. I'm actually less likely to get injured than a dark elf if you do the math. It's noticeably more.
Not all of his dark elves that all have block now, so.
They don't all have block.
You should be getting injured at the same rate as the Skaven. That's what you should be.
Let's see how Skaven's doing.
Up in the arms. Not even on the...
Skaven.
Not even on the list.
Skaven, yeah. Skaven. You can't hurt a Skaven. Fucking Skaven. I hate those motherfuckers. They gave all... Is this new or is this old? Every Skaven is like movement 8 or 9. Is that something that all Skaven have always been?
First of all...
The regular dudes are 7. The Blitzers are 8. The Gutter Runners are 9.
There you go.
That's so dumb.
No, that's their thing.
I get
what if you gave a model Frenzy, Jump Up, and Dodge? And Movement 8. That's fucking dumb too, right?
I'm not saying that my elves aren't expensive. They are very expensive.
Wait, hold on. That's not what we were arguing.
With the whole Skaven
cost
list
was never brought into the conversation at all.
That's
Where
what
did
you
the
implied.
cost come
it was
from?
Implied.
We're talking about overpowered garbage.
Every time a Skaven moves, every time he went to move Skaven, I was like, "Oh, you're going for it?" He goes, "No." I was like, "They're just moving 12," and I was like, "Oh, I guess okay." Like,
hold on, no, we need to back up, Parker. You need to say that you're playing degenerate bullshit.
I'm not playing degenerate bullshit. I paid I paid like
we're just imagination
for that
now,
thing.
okay?
I mean, Skaven are a low armor, very fast team. Like that's what they are. Period.
Okay.
When you say low armor, like they're pretty good armor.
No, like for a strength 3 team, being 8 up is the lowest that exists in the game. There's no strength 3 team that's armor 7. So they have the same armor as goblins.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
But
when it doesn't break, it makes me sad because
it's no longer roll above their armor like it used to be. So there was an armor inflation that happened because it went from you have to roll above my armor to break as opposed to equal to my armor to break. So they just raised all the numbers by 1, and that makes the armor look bigger than it is for people that used to play back in the day.
So if you are not killing Skaven, they are hugely advantaged because their models have better other stats than you do.
Yeah.
Their gutters are edgy too. They move 9, right? That does not compare with say your elf lineman, right? A gutter runner is a better model.
I'm actually very annoyed. I think dark elves have a noticeably above average stat line.
Yeah, their stat line.
They should not be armor 9.
I'm okay with them being armor 9.
Why? All the other elf teams are like armor 8.
I think they're costed appropriately. They don't have what you're paying for with the dark elves is the armor. They are speed 6 for the regular linos.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna go to.
You're overpaying for your agility for people who don't use it for the most part.
So an elf lineman who has no noticeable skills is speed 6, armor 8, agility 2. Dark elves linemen are 65k, armor 9. They're just +1 armor. Cost the same.
As what?
Elf Union.
Elf Union are speed 7. You're trading a speed for armor.
No, they're not. Same speed.
Or are Dark Elves speed 7?
Their stat line is identical except +1 armor, and they cost the same. And the Dark Elf has more secondary skills available. They're just better. Now, unless you value Fumble Rooski on your lineman, which I cannot imagine you do.
So they come with a skill.
Yeah, the skill that lets you put the ball on the ground.
It's a bad skill.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying they have a skill.
It's a joke skill. Yeah, it's a joke skill.
Oops, sorry. But yeah, that just.
I'm going to give that argument to Brandon. You are correct there.
The developers of the game.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Elves are better than Elf Nation, and they should be because those guys are assholes. I don't like them. It goes in this order: Dark Elves, High Elves, Wood Elves, every other affiliation, Elf Nation. What are they called? I don't like the Elven.
Why don't you like Elven Union?
I don't like Elven Union. I think they're stupid.
Just because they have a fucking job, you hate them?
I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like their face. I don't like them hanging around my girl.
That's just because all the other elves are scabs.
I don't understand why they built Elven Union other than just to have more elves, I guess, in the game, which is fine.
Well,
no,
originally
I'm saying it's not.
They were the pro team. They were the one pro team. So that was like the cute thing about them. And now they're just another elf team, and which is why I think they changed High Elves, because Elf Union and High Elves were too similar after they changed Pro Elves to be Elf Union. Because they're both just passing elf teams, and so they change it for High Elves to be more like a hybrid team like the Dark Elves are.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I hate new High Elves. I think they're exactly the team I do not want to play.
Play or play against?
Play with. I do not want to play with High Elves. I was reasonably interested before the change. I have absolutely no interest now.
Please explain.
I wanted a efficiently good passing team, and so it was basically up between Elf Union and Pro and High Elves, because High Elves have higher armor. That's like their thing, because they wear plate mail on the field.
Yeah.
But they also cost a lot of money. Like their fucking catchers were like 115k or something stupid. But they had like good skills, right? They had like the human skill set with the elf stat line, which was amazing.
High Elf was the best pure passing team. They had the best passers in the game. Elven Union had the best catchers in the game.
Right. And so now I would 100% play Elf Union every time first and not worry about it.
Okay. I mean, I really appreciate the fact that you shouldn't be the best passing game and also the highest armor. It just seems weird. Like, if you're going to go with a high armor, you should be mixing it up a little bit, which is what they've designed the new High Elf team to do. So I actually kind of appreciate it.
That's fair. No, I'm not saying I hate the change.
Yeah,
it's just no longer a team I'm interested in.
Got it.
Yeah, as a development standpoint, I totally understand it. It's just I no longer have interest in playing it.
Got it. Makes sense.
Which is actually kind of nice, because now I can just officially be the Punk Elves team and not worry about it. Because before it was kind of a choice, and let's just be honest, High Elves are pretentious, and let's just get it out in the open.
I don't think that's something we have to get out in the open. I think they would own it with their.
Everyone knows. It's just we don't say it, and so I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now I can have my punk rocker elves with mohawks and like devil horns and like get at it.
Hold on a second. Why is it that? So I just looked Blood Bowl roster. Is this?
Yeah.
Is this something? Why
it is a thing?
Why does it? Why is the treasury? Is this? Maybe this is. I'm looking at some sort of like setup for an actual event.
Probably.
Never mind. I think it's set up with some event instead of the.
Personally, I think Nerves of Steel is amazing, and so I would obviously go for a catcher that has Nerves of Steel.
Yeah, I remember you were really taken at Adepticon. You saw somebody do the Nerves of Steel against you, and you're like, "Ooh, that was cool."
Well, he never used Nerves of Steel against me because I didn't let him. I was like, "This guy's dying. Like, there's no in between. This guy is dying." No, the thing that I didn't expect to happen that totally floored me is he just walked up and jumped into my cage, and I'm like, "You can't do that. That's illegal." And he's like, "It's not illegal, it's just hard." I'm like, "That's the same thing." I just like, okay, well, he's playing Elves, so he's really dodgy, so I need to make a full cage and not like a half-ass cage. And I put 4 dudes around my ball carrier, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to dodge in there." I'm like, "No, what?" Like, hold on. And he just hard rolled a 5. I was like, "You can't do that, sir." Pretty sure it's in the Geneva Convention.
The Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
Yeah. Also known as Canada's to-do list. Alright, so diving catch does what now?
Same. Gives you +1 to catch an accurate ball. It also lets you catch a ball that is thrown to or ends up in a square adjacent to you.
Okay, I didn't know it had that second part. That's what I was reading. So, but the +1 is only for an accurate pass?
Mm-hmm. You don't get to combine them. You can't get a +1 on a ball. Ooh, you might be able to if they specifically throw it to a square.
Square next to you?
Yeah, I'd have to read the rule.
A player can attempt to catch a ball landing in their tackle zone from a pass, throw-in, or kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, grants a +1 catch a pass if the player is in the targeted square.
Okay.
No. Okay, so it has to be
makes sense
at them. But they have Nerves of Steel. So that's only useful if they have, like, Disturbing Presence?
No. Nerves of Steel negates enemy tackle zones for catching the ball. Negative modifiers of catching the ball.
Yeah. But then what is the point of the... I guess diving catch is just nice because they can catch adjacent, but for them it's irrelevant because they already have 2+ agility?
Correct.
Okay. Unless
Disturbing
Presence is there.
For the second part, it's only relevant.
Or I guess it could be raining. right? Is it raining -1 to catch?
Yeah, it could be raining.
So there's still
could
2+ to catch
presence.
in the rain.
Yep.
And there is a lot of disturbing presence out right now.
No, I think Nerves of Steel only affects enemy tackle zones. I'd have to read it.
Correct, enemy tackle zones.
Or not disturbing presence. Yeah, Nerves of Steel. So there are 3 up in the rain.
No, because they have, assuming it's an accurate pass, diving catch.
Diving catch. Yeah.
It was just weird because they're already a 2+ 95% of the time. It just seemed like a weird skill to give them, but they're really getting the advantage of the secondary part.
I think that's more thematic.
Yeah, that they're just the best catcher.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Any other Blood Bowl talk before we jump into Mojo? I probably should have put any amount of thought into these characters.
What, your Mojoverse characters? Or just
I literally haven't put a single moment of thought into it.
Oh, you heard my idea, and then you're just like, got it, locked in.
Well, I was just like, I can name people all day long.
Oh, really?
So I guess let's be clear on this. Because I know 5 X-Men, so we're good.
Sure, but 5 X-Men that you like that. I mean, okay, I didn't know you were such a fan.
I like a lot of things.
Okay.
I can speak words.
Yeah, but it could be a lie. Is what I'm saying. I thought you'd be. You're just saying you weren't thoughtful today about your Mojoverse. Is what you're saying.
I like to think that I'm using an advanced tactic called lying. Anyway,
wow. Heard it here first.
So getting into Mojo World for this week, as it has been slightly spoiled, we're going with X-Men. Favorite X-Men. This is just from character concept, not any specific medium. So we're not going to be naming I like the X-Men from this movie or this comic. It's just the general character. Mm-hmm. Are we going by power set, personality, overall character?
The character. I think that's
okay. So we're going to throw in Deadpool's personality in addition to the fact that he has regeneration and can shoot guns.
Yeah. Okay. Not like anybody who can regenerate.
Favorite character concept.
Yeah, the character.
Got it. Now, the more important question, in my opinion, are we going with anyone who has ever been on a team that was labeled X-Men at some point? Or are we going with, true X-Men? For example, is Venom a web warrior? Kind of example. It's technically he was a good guy for a while, but
I would say
he's famous for being a villain.
I didn't go with any of the famous X-Men villains that have been a member of the team at one point or another. Mm-hmm. I did not do that. But if you wanted to make the argument, I said X-Men. So
my preference would be obvious X-Men and not honorary, but
that would be my preference as well. Your example of Deadpool is a good example, which is he has wanted to be an X-Men forever, and vehemently every leader of the X-Men has said no. But that's the joke, is that he's wanted to be the X-Men, so he's claimed to be a member of the X-Men over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So that's a good example of he's often associated with the X-Men, but specifically everyone's always said no to him. But if you're if you wanted to say he's an X-Men,
sure.
I would say let's do X-Men and not some other.
Yeah, I think we agreed a while ago. I think.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's get started. Parker, since you totally bailed on us last week, why don't you go ahead and start?
I'm gonna go with Nightcrawler.
The bad choice.
I love Nightcrawler. He's one of my favorite characters.
Terrible choice. Okay. Aaron, you're up.
Wolverine.
Awful choice. Terrible. Let me just remove both of those from my list real quick.
Yeah.
All right, here. I'm just going to start with the questionable ones. Cable.
Oh, well, all of mine are falling fast.
Totally an X-Men. Totally an X-Men.
No, he absolutely is.
Good. All right. Then we're going to go with Bishop. I just like all the future people.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, that's me. Aaron, you're up.
Phoenix.
Ooh.
Is Phoenix a character? Phoenix is a force of nature, sir, that happens to inhabit.
It's her code name.
X-Man.
It's her code name.
And her code name is Marvel Girl.
/ Jean Grey / Phoenix. It's all the same person.
All right, so I'm just going to put Jean Grey. Is that okay?
No, he wants Phoenix. He wants that incarnation, and that's fine.
Can I choose Jean Grey then?
No. You can do whatever you want.
I don't
know how to spell Phoenix. I just try and spell phonics, and I usually get Phoenix autocorrect. Is that? It's not one of my 4 words, Parker.
I know.
I know how to spell always, but I type it wrong every time. I go back and fix it.
Okay, I'm going to lose this really bad because my 3 look terrible.
I know what 2 you're taking next, and it's going to be a shit show.
Really?
If you don't take them, you're never going to live this down with me. I'm going to call you a Judas. every time.
Oh no, I don't know what I know what you think one of them is, but what do you think the other one is? Oh no, have I missed one? Okay, well, Cyclops is one.
Okay.
Cyclops is one.
You've avoided the codename Judas.
Yeah, Cyclops is absolutely one. But the last one, I did not think you would. X-23 is the last one, but
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I forgot because Jean Grey isn't on the list that you couldn't take Jean Grey because she hasn't been picked yet.
Jean Grey was on my list.
I was going with Jean Grey and Cyclops, obviously.
Yeah. But no,
she's been honorarily picked.
I actually was going to choose X-23 before her, even though she's a close honorable mention.
Wow, Judas.
I love my X-23.
Aaron, you're up, sir.
Professor X.
What?
He said Professor X.
Oh, he was whispering it. Can you say that again?
Professor X.
He's not X-Man.
He is.
He's the leader of the X-Men.
He's the X-Men.
It's like the president is not an army soldier, but he's the leader of the army soldiers. Like, does that make sense? You're the honorary X person. Is this good? Is that fine?
I think Professor X is, an X-Men.
All right. Accepted. Okay, Magik.
Yeah.
I wait for approval because I don't know these.
She absolutely is.
Good.
Spelled with a K, Mr. Phonics. It's a K.
I spelled it right. That's my third word. I know always X-Men and Magik.
I had super close honorable mention. You guys took Cable and Wolverine really fast. They were going to be on my list, but my super close honorable mention was Zorn. He's a lesser known X-Men, but Zorn is fucking awesome. He's a great character.
Nobody was going to take Zorn.
I know.
Does he move through Earth and eat gems?
No, he has his power is that a black hole, like a singularity, replaced his head, and so they encased his head in this magnetic helmet, and so when you see him, he just looks like a guy with a magnetic helmet, but he has all kind of super cool powers that are related to a gravimetric control, and he's also just a very peaceful, introspective person. He's very zen. He's like a very zen character.
Cool. I would have liked to have taken Rogue and Gambit, but they're just a little bit down the list.
Yeah, Rogue and Gambit are there.
Yeah. Speaking of, I believe season 2 of X-Men 97 is going to be out soon.
Oh, is it really?
Do we have? I saw a teaser for it today. Is it called X-Men 98? Do we have confirmation? Because that would be great. I would love it to just keep going.
Season 2 arrives June 1st.
Ooh, that's soon.
Yeah.
That's before we record again.
Yeah.
I will have watched all of the X-Men 98 episodes by then.
I'm not watching the trailer, but it's season 2.
Yeah. What a great piece of media. Talk about going back and rebooting something that was beloved and fucking beating expectations all the way around.
If I am correct, it ended with them being thrown in time, right? Or
they got scattered through the timeline.
Yeah, good X-Men time travel needs to happen. I hope one of them becomes their own grandpa. It's a really common thing.
You mean another one or the same one?
No, not the same one. That'd be weird.
Different. We need different self-grandpas.
Different self-grandpas.
I every time I explained the X, or is it Shatterstar origin story to somebody, I'm like, someone was working through some shit and just publishing their fucking diary. Like, bro, you need to talk to someone.
Aaron, did you get all of yours on the list? Did you hit the first ones first time?
My list was vast.
Wow.
Is Wolverine your favorite X-Man?
Yes.
Okay. Nightcrawler was high up on my list.
It's funny to hear you mention that. I don't remember ever seeing you play a Wolverine in MCP just because it didn't trip your trigger. You did say that
he played a lot of Logan and Thanos.
That did he? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he got several people to quit the game. He pulled a Parker.
Oh, I do remember the Thanos nonsense. I don't remember Logan being part of the Thanos nonsense. I remember it was.
I remember going out to get some air and Cosmic Portal, and I think it was Lockjaw as well. And he was putting Logan in their deployment zone on bottom of one.
3 wide 17 Logan charging your deployment zone with a Thanos death decree.
Yeah, he's literally like tornado clawing on turn 1 on your deployment line. It was some straight bullshit.
I don't remember that, but that sounds delightful.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking about MCPs, the Sentinels box is awaiting your purchase at the store. It is available.
So pumped. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Very nice.
I'm so excited.
Are you excited to get some Robo games?
Mm-hmm. Robots. I am excited for my Sentinels to root everything, and for everything to cost more, and for me to take your power. And I don't think that's actually. Go ahead.
Supergiant is my new main. I'm just gonna only play Supergiant against you, so I have infinite power. It's like I don't even use this shit.
What do you... The thing about that tactic is just fun. It doesn't actually win games. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That's one of the things I like about the Sentinels is I think they're just. I think some of the things they do are unfair, but most of the stuff they do is very fair. So I think it's going to be fun to play.
Well, it used to be very fair. It was extra fair, I would even say.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be less fair.
Yeah. Less fair.
I will say, I'm a little excited to get some new games in with the new mission pack and some updates. Sadly, we are waiting longer for missions and updates, which is what I've heard recently. Is the expected release date got pushed back like a month.
Oh, really? The mission box?
Missions, I think, got pushed back to July, and I don't think we have an official date on the large character update that they promised. But we'll see.
So that means the little Sentinel guys are also being pushed out because they come with the.
No. Oh, yeah, the baby Sentinels. Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
yeah,
so
those will be pushed back as well.
Oh, that's sad. I was excited to try those guys out. Nerds.
Sure you were.
I was going to run both of them.
Sure you were.
I think they work well with the Bastion. Anyway.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully you had a good time. This has been Brandon.
And Parker.
And Aaron.
And you've just listened to Dark Elves Are Bullshit. I was worried you wouldn't say it, so I said it for you. I just want to make sure everybody knew.
I wonder if we get flagged for putting that on Spotify. That title.
Yeah, that's going to draw the line of all the shit we've said on the internet.
Yeah.
How many fucking blue labels did Jeremy get us?
A lot.
God damn it. Pretty sure they thought we were Alex Jones for a week because Jeremy's out here just saying shit about COVID.
He just loves dropping COVID.
Yeah.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down infamous.